Hello, my name is Josh, and this is the first video on my new gardening channel on YouTube, Josh's Punk Rock Garden. And it's March. Spring is just a few weeks away. I think a lot of us are starting to think a whole lot about our spring gardens. I know I am. I've got some seedlings started under some grow lights back here. I have a whole lot of peppers right over here off camera. I have, I don't know, probably about 50 that I've already potted up into some newspaper pots. I got a whole bunch more in some peat pellets. I have some starting in my arrow gardens over on the other side of this room where I do all my seed starting. But I thought that this would be a good time to talk about grow lights. I bought some with some Amazon gift cards that I had. I got a couple of these Fairy Morse grow lights. I'm sure you've seen them locally, probably at your Home Depot, especially if you live nearby. I know that the Kingston Home Depot has these for about $40 a piece. And the light itself is seems to be a pretty good light. It's a 24-watt T5 fluorescent bulb. I'm not sure how many lumens it puts out. The color temperature is, I believe, 6,400 or 6,500 kelvins, which is, perfect. It's that mimics daylight. And when you hear people talk about kelvins on a light, that's basically describes the color of the light. The 6,500 mimics sunlight. Anywhere between 5,000 to 6,500 kelvins is considered a daylight bulb, and that's just, it looks like the color of the light outside during the day, I guess. And this is good for growing your seedlings. Lower color temperatures will get more into the red spectrum as opposed to the blue spectrum of the daylight bulbs, which is supposed to be good for flowering and fruiting, but we're not really looking for that with seedlings. So this light, the light itself, is exactly what you're looking for. But I've had to run into an issue with these lights, as you might be able to see here. This is just two little metal bars that cross to make it's a sturdy base. I mean, it's functional in that regard, but there's no way to lower this light to get it right on top of your seedlings. And as you can see with the seedlings behind me, especially these peppers, I mean, these are really far from the light, and I've flipped over some seedling flats here to try to get my seedlings closer to the light. And over here, I mean, I have some really leggy tomatoes. I have some mustard greens that I'm just probably going to start over on. The tomatoes I might be able to just plant deeper in a 3-inch peat pot or something. But so I decided I needed a better grow light solution that will give me enough light for my plants, give me the appropriate color temperature or something close to it, and be affordable but be adjustable so that when they're new plants, I can have the light right on top of them, and as they grow, it's easy for me to just raise them up. So I'm going to show you a few different solutions for that. I have a Jumpstart Grow Light by Hydro Farm, and that is a really nice setup. I've been using it for a couple of years. It is also a 6,400 or 6,500 Kelvin T5 bulb. It has a bigger reflector than these do. It has a metal stand and an adjustable height with a string. The only problem with that is I believe it cost me somewhere in the neighborhood of $60 to $70 when I bought it new locally at local nursery. So, I mean, if you have the money to spend, it's an absolutely great light. I'll try to find an Amazon link or some other place where you can buy it online and throw that down below if you're looking for just an easy one-stop solution. And I'll also throw a link for the Fairy Morse grow light, because like I said, the light itself is a perfectly fine light with a perfectly good bulb. For me, it just wasn't the ideal solution. So let me show you the other lights that I have. And all right, so what we have behind me now, this is the Jumpstart Grow Light by Hydro Farm. And like I said, this is a great light. This is has a nice big reflector. It's got a T5 fluorescent bulb. I'm not sure what the wattage is on this. Probably says on the bulb. But I mean, my peppers seem to be liking it under this light. This is a white habanero. These are seeds I got on Amazon with my gift cards a few months back. I believe I got these from, or they were packaged by a company called Seed Needs. I guess they sell a lot on Amazon. So if you're looking for like the white habanero, I have some chocolate habaneros over here. These are a bit smaller, but they look pretty healthy. This guy right here is a chocolate habanero, and let me see if I can. You know, it's small, but I mean the leaves are looking good, and got a few others. So if you're looking to grow those two varieties, I mean, this was a good package. It had those two. It had the orange habanero, the red habanero, and the lemon habanero. If I think of it, I'll throw a link to that down below on Amazon if I can, you know, if it's still available there. But some of the varieties, like the red habanero, the orange habanero, and the lemon habanero, are available on MIGardener.com, and I would really recommend shopping there for seeds if they have what you're looking for, because they're good quality seeds and they're only 99 cents for a package. And I also wanted to talk. MIGardener is run by a guy named Luke Marion, and he just put out a book that I would like to encourage people to pick up. There's a lot of great information in here, and it's got a lot of really nice colored pictures inside. It's a really well-made book. Talks about, you know, soil composition and is it sunlight and, you know, water. He has a chapter on remineralizing your soil. And I mean, I haven't been able to read the whole book yet, but I just got it a few days ago. But flipping through it, there's a lot of great information in here, just like on Luke's channel. This book is called The Autopilot Garden, Guides to Handoff Gardening. He was selling it on MIGardener.com. I know he at least did the pre-order there. You can also find it on Amazon, so I'll try to throw some links below for that. But getting back to the grow lights, so this light has served me well for a couple years. This is still got the original bulb. My plants still seem to be liking it. I know the fluorescent bulbs will run out, or they won't put out as much light after, you know, over time. I'm sure everybody remembers, you know, having to change their fluorescent tubes in, you know, office lighting or home lighting or whatever. This is, you know, same technology, so it's going to have that same issue. But so far, this has been a great light for me. So this is one solution. You know, if I need to raise this, I can just pull this up and it comes up. I can lower it to get it, you know, right close to my plants if I want to. And this is a very good quality solution, but like I said, they're $60 or $70. So I wanted to find a more affordable solution when I needed more grow lights, and I think I came up with a pretty good one, and I'm going to show it to you now. Okay, so what we have back here now, this is a 2-foot stand I built with PVC pipe. This is 2 feet tall. This is a 2-foot long section of pipe. It's 2 feet tall. This is also 2 feet wide. This light is almost 2 feet long, and it does a really good job of lighting up all the plants in this 10 by 20 seedling flat. These came out of my arrow garden about a week ago, and I potted them up. This is I believe this is pronounced Bajillo. This is a capsicum annum variety that I got from MIGardener. So again, 99-cent seeds. This plant's looking nice and healthy. You really can't beat the price on that. What else do I have? I got this is a habanero. I bought seeds for at the Dollar General locally. I don't know if it was the one in Lake Katrine or the one at Route 28 if you're local, but this is got a few leaves on it. This gets a few more leaves. I'm probably going to prune it. Veronica Flores has a really great video on pruning peppers that I watched last year, and it really helped me out. My peppers were, you know, bushier, less tall and lanky, and they the ones I pruned didn't fall over nearly as easily. So this light here, this is a 20 watt LED panel. This is very lightweight. It's very thin, as you can see. It's there's almost nothing to it, but it puts out a good amount of light. This is more of a purple light, so if you're worried that your neighbors are going to think you're selling or growing weed or something in your place, you might want to. They make a version of this that puts out a whiter light, and I'll try to put links to both of them below on Amazon if you're interested in these lights. I really recommend these. I mean, I think this was $21.99, $22.99, something in that ballpark. My plants are looking happy. So I'm going to show you in a few minutes how I built this stand like this. I'm going to show the one I'm going to show you is a bit longer. It's for the 3-foot LED shop lights I bought at Home Depot. But this stand cost me $5.63, I believe. All I did was I bought a 10-foot section of PVC, cut 3 2-foot sections, a few 6-inch sections to make these little feet here, and just a few fittings to hold it all together. You can build this stand in probably 5 minutes, and I'm going to show you in a few minutes how I did that. But first I want to show you the 3-foot version with the 3-foot shop light from Home Depot, because that light was only $14.97 or something like that for $20, including the stand. I mean, you're in business, and I really want to show you this because I think it'll be an affordable solution for a lot of people. Okay, so here I have another light. This is an LED shop light I bought at Home Depot. I built this stand from PVC pipe and fittings I bought at Home Depot. And this is super simple. I built another stand just like it that I'm going to show you how I built. This one is about 38 inches long. I realized if I made it 2 inches longer, I could fit 2 of these underneath. And even if this light didn't reach all the way to the end, I could just clamp some hardware store shop lights that I have around. In fact, I'm using one of them now to light myself in this video. So, I mean, I always have those around. And they clip to the PVC and don't seem to damage it. So the one I built, I made just like 2 inches longer on this section, just so that I could get a little bit more room. But as you can see, even with this, I have room to fit not just a flat of the seedlings that I took out of my arrow garden, but also these are some seedlings that were getting leggy under the Fairy Morse grow lights. And I have a poinsettia pepper here that is starting to look better. I'm starting to get some roots out of these, so I'm going to have to put them into some peat pots or newspaper pots pretty soon. I have over here, this is a habanero from seed I saved from last year. This is getting pretty tall as well. So I'm definitely going to want to get these into something else. But these are some peppers that I have had growing under this light now for about a week after I took them out of the arrow garden. This is a lemon habanero. Leaves are looking pretty nice and green. And just spilled some dirt out of there. I just throw that in the whatever. I got a red habanero over here that's it's looking pretty happy. I just watered these earlier today with a little bit of General Hydroponics Maxi Grow. I don't try to give them full strength. I also have some worm castings in there to try to get them some nutrition. But this light's working out pretty well. So let me show you how to make a stand for this light. This is just the hardware that came with the light. That and then just has these little loops on the end, and I just extended that with some garden twine. I can shorten the string, raise the light. I can undo this knot or put a longer string on here if I wanted to get it any lower, but it's been doing pretty well right here. So I'm going to show you how to build this stand or one just like it, and then we'll end the video. Okay, so here we have pretty much everything we're going to need to make the stand. Right here we have 4 6-inch sections of PVC. Here we have a 40-inch section. Like I said, I'm going to make this one wide enough to put 2 seedling flats under. And we have 2 PVC tees, 2 PVC 90-degree elbows. We have this is actually a PEX cutter. If you're using a larger PVC, you might not be able to get away with this, but this is working fine on the 3/4-inch PVC that I'm using. If you use 1-inch PVC, you might need to get something else, or even a cheap hacksaw would work. And a pen to mark it, because I'm going to now mark my 2 2-foot sections, which are going to be the sides of the stand that hold up the longer section. And I do want to give credit to Gary from the Rusted Garden. He quite a few years ago, uploaded a video where he built similar stands that were different dimensions, and he used 1-inch PVC, but I found the 3/4-inch works well. It's a little bit cheaper, and it's easy to cut with the tool that I have. So anyway, so here I'm just going to measure, if you can see this, 24 inches, which is right about here. And now I'm just going to take this tool and cut that. Now I'm going to just make another piece the same exact length. You don't have to get too crazy here with making sure the cuts are perfectly straight, because mine certainly are not. You just need this to stand up and hold a light. Okay. So we have all of our sections now of PVC. This is very simple. You're just going to take your long section, and your 2 elbows go on like that. You're going to take your 2-foot sections, and just stick them in the other end of the elbow. And that one was off camera, but you get the idea. Now, rotate this. You just take the tees and you put them on the bottom, and just take on each other end of the tee, you're going to put a 6-inch section, and just do that again. All right, so there you go. It's that simple. It's a few minutes, a few cuts of the PVC. You stick the whole thing together, and it'll stay up as long as you want it to. The great thing, though, unlike the jump start stand, which once you put that thing together, it's pretty bulky. I don't know that I could take mine apart. Maybe I can. I should probably try. It's just kind of always taking up space. The PVC stand, you can take that apart and you can throw it in a closet somewhere. You could maybe just keep a bag or a bucket full of PVC parts, and every spring when you need to put up some grow lights, you can just mix and match the parts, put them together, and there you go. It's a pretty pretty versatile, pretty affordable, and really simple solution. So I hope you found this helpful, and thanks for watching. And I hope to see you all again soon. This is Josh with Josh's Punk Rock Garden. Bye.